Now, do you know that one of the problems most designers face is not really how to sew, it's the tools to use, the sewing accessories to use. So now I have this what they call collar gum. Now this collar gum has different textures. They have the one of thick, they have medium, and they have hard. So, and these things are subject to the fabric in question. If you have a fabric that you know that hard will be make it to be too strong for the client, you can reduce it to medium or soft, right? And also another thing as well, most tailors, most designers used to have issues in their job is from the iron they use. Now, if you observe, I'm using my steam iron to gum my outfit. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't have the dry cell, but the reason of using this steam iron is that this steam iron does not tend to shrink or shine or drop any dents on your fabric. It tends to allow the fabric to remain as it is, right? So, because the steam iron effect can never be compared to any other type of iron. The finishing is just top notch. You cannot, compare steam iron with any um, dry cell iron. I have used both, and I can tell you categorically the difference between this iron. I'm not saying that dry cell is not good, though. Dry cell is good, but then it's not as smooth and as effective as your steam iron. You get? So when you have wonder, or when you're wondering how other tailors or designers are doing good jobs more than yours, you seek to see their behind the scene. You seek to know how they do prepare their job, because if you don't seek their behind the scene, how will you know? How will you learn it? So everything we are doing on our craft is every day we upgrade. Every day we upgrade. We don't only rely on any knowledge that we have learned years ago, to be stagnant on that knowledge. We used to, from time to time, you go for upgrade. From time to time, you go for upgrade. Upgrade must not really be physical. You can do upgrade online. You can just decide to have a mentor like Mr. Redefined. You tend to have the behind the scene of his working tools, working space, and working approach. I'm not saying I'm the best though, but I think if you still call me the best, I will not still doubt it. So because I know I am good in my craft. So now the essence of this video is to show you some behind the scene of some detailing I do in my job, and also show you the sewing processes of this outfit that we are doing pleating. So now this is collar gum. I placed it at this point. Now the size of my flap is always 1/1/4. I can't do a flap more than 1/1/4 for the width, and then for the length, I am doing a length of 15.5. This length is subject to the customer's height or top length. Do you get? So now once you have gotten to this stage, you can create any design of your choice on the flap, whatever. Then you start folding. Now you start folding. You start folding. So I know why I'm taking my time to explain these things to you, because when I see some jobs online that most big brands post, and I tend to question whom they employ. So, right? So this is what you have. I know most people will be surprised that, oh, do I sew myself? Yes, I do sew for myself, because if I don't sew by myself, your workers might not, give you all the detailing you might need, or when the work becomes too tedious, you have to step in and, assist them as well. So once you have gotten to this stage, then you apply hemming gum. Now, hemming gum is the engine room of our sewing. We use hemming gum virtually in everything we are doing as regards to male fashion designing. Hemming gum is the secrets of most finishings. In fact, not most, for every finishing you see on the internet. So if you are a designer, you are yet to embrace hemming gum in your sewing, you are 20 years behind. like you are 20 years behind. Hemming gum is the secret. Hemming gum to the rescue. Like it helps in finishing. Hemming gum, steam iron, your pattern masters, your perfect tailor shock, a good table, ironing table, ironing cloths, right? So this will be my flap. So you can reduce to your desired length. You get, as you can observe how I am folding this, or how I folded this rather. So this is going for that outfit that has pleats, which I posted before now. So this will be the flap. This will be the flap. So now this is also the breast pocket, the chest pocket. Now because of this design that I have in the front panel, so that was why I had to shift these pleats to go the other way around. And also for the pocket as well, I will not make the pocket to go with the same nature. I will invert it so that it will, make more sense when you fix this on the outfit. So from here, you bring your collar gum as well. So the collar gum measurement we have is for the pocket, for the breast pocket, the width will be 4.5, or let's use 4 because of the person in question. So let's use 4. We have a smaller size chest line here. So 4 inches width, but the length of 5¾ or 6, however. So you cut it out properly. So just watch to the very end. You will be glad you followed this video to this very moment, right? So this is 4. So this is 4. Now, since we have agreed that this pocket will be this way, so everything is positioning, right? So I position the pocket to have this at this point. I can still change it to be like this. Like, I can still fold it in any form I want. If I want this to just go at the straight part of the pocket, but I just want it to slant. So since I'm slanting it, I will slant it this way. Okay, let's just keep it straight. Let's just keep it erect. Let's just keep it this way. I think it will make more sense when it touches the edge. Or should we push it up a bit? So these are the questions you ask yourself as a designer. You won't just place and come and without proper checkments or proper cross-checking of what you are doing. So this is just the parts that most of you might not be seeing. This time now is I think 7 to 8 p.m. at night. This is 7:51 p.m. Look at it, 7:51 p.m. on 3rd of October, right? 3rd of September, sorry. September. 3rd of October. 10th month is October now. 3rd of October, not September. 10, that's October, right? Yeah, October. So now, once you have gotten your gumming perfectly fixed, then you now decide, I just wanted to be square here. I have my reasons. I will show you when we are folding, right? Then you fold the sides. Fold the sides. So you fold the sides. So this could be called a master class because it's just like you seeing what I'm doing from the comfort of your home. Then you take hemming gum and still fix at the underneath. Now the essence of this, is just for firmness. It's for finishing. Whatever finishing you want to achieve, you start it from the cutting, even from the measurement itself. You start your finishing from the measurement. Finishing is not what you can just jump on and feel like you can get it at by chance. It's a calculated attempt, a calculated approach of what you need, right? So you must make sure you follow the due processes in whatever you are doing. Please, very important. So now I will show you the rest of the clothes as well. So this is the breast pocket. Look at it. As you can see, it's a breast pocket, well detailed, right? And after this now, you also put your hemming gum right there. You also put your hemming gum right here. Put your hemming gum right there and gum the up one. You might not gum the underneath, it's not necessary. So you gum, look at it. So this is, you see how neat it is, right? This is how it's been calculated from beginning. Now, this is the front panel. So if some people might observe, there are some clothes you'll be sewing, or there are some outfits that you'll be making, and you notice that your flap used to rumple at the edges. The cause is how you fold or hold your how you stitch your flap, right? So look at this beautiful outfit we have right here. So this flap could cross or it could stop here, your choice. There's no rule that limits you to this, to not to cross your designs. It's solely your choice. You get. So now the next thing I want to show you is the back. Okay, before that, let's do this. Now you are meant to gum here with what they call gum stay. You're meant to gum here with what they call gum stay, right around here, gum stay. I will show you what it looks like. So here they have this gum stay, has white, black. I think it has ash as well. I think so. So I think I've seen ash sometimes, but I'm sure of white and black. So you are meant to bring out a sack. So now, sorry, the video was cut short somewhere while recording. I didn't know, but let me just explain to you what I did. So after you have brought out the hairstay, then you cut this shape. You cut something of this shape, right? And then gum at the inside neck with your hairstay. So this is what I did before the video was cut. Then you gum it that way, and then once you're done with that, you re-iron the front panel to get the midpoint, and then you bring your back panel. Use a vintage fabric, any color that complements the outfit, right? Use it and cut an inner facing that you will place at the inside. So if you have a brand name, like I have a label, my brand, Mr Redefined, you place it here with hemming gum. You see stitches though. Now, the reason I am doing this with this hemming gum at this stage is to make sure that sewing will not be an issue anymore. Because once you go to the machine, just start stitching, start threading all the areas you have prepared, you have pre-sewn here, because this is called pre-sewing. So now, once you have gotten to this point, now make sure that the facing of the inside is shorter than the facing of the rib back, as the one you put at the back, right? So this must be shorter here. This one must be shorter, while this will be longer. Very important. So don't skip that. Then this is for the back panel. Then I also like using the same facing I used at the inside as my inner flap. Remember that we normally do double flap in our sewing, in our stitching. So this double flap gives you, edge for proper neck balancing. It gives you room to, stitch your outfit and have control over a lot of things. So please, this is very, very important. This is very, very important. So now for the inner flap, you can cut a width of 2 inches or 2.5 to start with. So now you will now start folding. You don't need to gum this. You don't need to gum this. If you want to gum as well, you can use hairstay, but I will show you how I do it. Gum and fold half an inch this way. Fold half of an inch that way, and then fold again. So this one will be like half an inch again, then leaving 1/4 that will be used to attach it to the outfit. Now the length of this must be more than 6 inches, right? So you open it up just like this. Bring your hemming gum. Hemming gum is the engine room. Hemming gum is the engine room of our sewing. Bring your hemming gum and attach inside. Bring your hemming gum and attach it inside just this way, and then you fold. Now the essence of this hemming gum is to make sure that there is some kind of firmness or grip in the whole thing. So there's kind of some firmness or grip in the whole thing. So now, once you have gotten to this stage, you cut off all of this, you cut all of this, and then you do your little trimming. So you must leave that 1/4 inch for the attachment of this to the outfit, right? So very important, you must leave that 1/4 inch. So this is it for the inner flap. So the least, but the last here, but not the least, is my bias, the piping. I know most people still don't know how to do. I have prepared my sleeve already. I have folded and hemmed. Then, the bias is the next I want to show you in this video as well. So stick around, watch and see how I fold my bias. I have got it. Let me find where I kept it. Oh, my bias, where did I keep it? This is what happens when you cut, bulky clothes. I've cut plenty clothes this evening before this video. Okay, let's cut a new one. I did not get to see it, or maybe I have not cut it at all. So now let's cut a new one. It's still a knowledge switch for all of us. So here you grab your fabric, you fold diagonal. You fold diagonally, right? Now your diagonal folding is must be in this form. So the length must be more than 21 minimum. Then you can iron the fabric just like this. You can iron your fabric just like this. Then you cut 125. That's 1.25 from here. Please use tape and measure yours and mark. So you cut 125 this way, 1.25. That's 1/4. Cut it straight. Make sure your hands are as straight as possible. 1.25, and then you open it up. So you open this up this way. So once you open it up this way, you re-iron it, to remove the folding. So sorry, I had a call, so I had to pick that call. Very important. So here you place your hem gum or your heat adhesive tape, right? Place it all through this way. Place all through this way. So once you have gotten to that placement, then you will now fold the both edges to meet at the middle. Now, in most cases as well, if you have fan turned on, you can turn it off, or you can drop water on it. So the water will, stick everything together. It will stick everything together. So you fold the both ends to meet somewhere at the middle, and then you iron like this. You iron like this. You iron like this. So you carefully, gently, don't be in a haste, please. Very important. Don't be in a haste though. If you're in a haste, you will not get it. So you iron. So this is how you go through the process gently. That's how you go through the process gently. As you're ironing, you're arranging the next stage or the next one you want to iron. So you iron this all through. You iron this all through. So you iron this all through carefully. Carefully iron this. So making sure that it's properly ironed this way, and then you are going to fold this, making sure that the one underneath is a bit bigger, a bit slightly bigger. So you can fold in a curvy form, you can fold in a straight line, whichever one you deem fit, there's no problem. You can fold it to give you a curve, You can fold to give you a straight line. Whichever one you are doing, there is no big problem or there's no big deal. So this is it. So you carefully go through this, and then you pick the left part this way and fold in. This is the one you will use to attach the flap. The first one you stitch, just fold it here. It's advisable you do it here. And then this is for the piping. So the next you will see will be on the stitching aspect of this outfit. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. It will remove anything from your body. Just like this video, comment, share, and tell me where you're watching from, so I will know where my followers are watching me from. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.